Hey everybody, today I'm going to review Hitachi's 3-piece 12-volt combo kit that includes a compact drill driver, a compact impact driver, as well as a work light. Now what we're going to do in this video is see how these actually perform. We're going to do some runtime testing, and I'm going to give you some closer-up looks at each of these so you can see the different features that they have built in. Inside the box is going to be the impact driver, a drill, a flashlight, 2 of their 12-volt batteries, a battery charger that can bring those back to a full charge in roughly 25 minutes, a little introductory starter set of bits as well as a bit extension, and a protective tool bag. Here's a closer look at the drill, and the first thing I want to point out is the fact that all the dark green you see is going to be a very hard plastic, and then the black is going to be a softer rubbery overmold. Now I did install the included belt clip set up for right-handed use, but if you are left-handed, they have a place on the other side. You could screw it right in there and it would be set up for left-handed use. The battery is going to plug right in the bottom, and because of its design, it was able to keep everything nice and compact, but it's also going to give it the ability to stand upright without falling over. The chuck on this is going to be a 3/8 inch chuck, and it does have a variable speed trigger with 2 different speed or power modes. Speed mode 1 is going to be 0 to 350 RPMs. Speed mode 2 is going to be 0 to 1300 RPMs. So let's say you're drilling into metal, you want that low speed and higher torque mode. But if you are just doing pilot holes into wood, speed mode 2 is going to get that done a lot faster for you. Now the other thing I want to point out as far as the chuck goes, they do have a clutch mechanism built in. So let's say you're driving a screw and you don't want to strip it out or drive it too far into a piece of wood, you can dial that in exactly where you want it. So when you screw something in, it's not going to bottom out on you. Now when you're drilling a hole, you're not going to be using the clutch. You'll spin that around to where it looks like a little drill bit. That's going to give you maximum power to the chuck and the drill bit the entire time. Now because this does have a plastic chuck on the outside with metal inside, that may be a big deal to some people, but I've drilled many holes with this and it has not been a problem at all because it is a ratcheting chuck. So I don't have to hold 2 things to tighten everything up. I can just grab the chuck, twist it, and it's automatically going to ratchet tight. Now lastly, let's talk about the LED that they have built in. Right here at the base, you can see a little LED. When we barely pull in on the trigger, it's going to light up. So it doesn't have any sort of a delay. You do have to physically pull in on the trigger to light that up. But you can do so without the chuck turning. Now, when you want to drill, that's going to be lit up the entire time, but because it is an LED, it's going to use almost no power.